which was just over 3.5 million. Next slide, please. So a big part of the public hearing and public engagement process is soliciting community feedback to inform these plans. We want to make sure that they meet the needs of our residents. So our community outreach was as follows. We received input via a survey. We promoted it through our media channels. We also promoted it through our partnering cities and partners through departments like the libraries and parks. We received over 1,600 responses, which is one of our highest levels to help inform these plans. The survey period closed on October 31st. We also advertised in local newspapers and on social media. We also attended over 26 public meetings, including MAC meetings, community events, and such as feeding programs at senior centers, and other events where we could interact with our low and moderate community members. Next slide, please. So our next steps is for the next 2 months, we're going to work on drafting these plans. That includes the 5-year consolidated plan and the 1-year action plan. In March, we will return to the board to present the plan, which will include the comments that we receive from the public. In April, we will present the final plan for approval. In May, we will submit to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. And that concludes my presentation today.
Thank you very much. Any questions from our board members? This is a receive and file item today. I do have requests to speak. Back out in Joshua Tree. I want to go back out there and see if we can get the connection while it's good. Eric, we'll have you first up in Joshua Tree, followed by Joaquin Castillos down here in San Bernardino.
Hey there, can you hear me again?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I did have a question on that presentation. It said the survey closed October 2025. That was 24, I take it, right?
That's correct. That was an error on
Okay. And how long was the survey out for? We were talking about that. I just wanted to.
The survey was out for approximately 2 months.
2 months, okay. And is the survey available to review online? I looked to your website. You're on your page for your department. I didn't see it. Or is it hasn't been released yet?
It was posted while it was live. We can post the results online.
What we can do
okay,
is,
great.
Eric, any questions that you have, go ahead and ask them, and then I'll get them to you in writing, and then you can disseminate the information out if you'd like.
Okay, well, those are just my main questions. I'll just proceed to comment. I just wanted to know if I was looking in the right place, but I'll keep my comment brief. So part of the outreach that I was doing as Joshua Tree Gateway Communities Alliance is focusing on not only tourism and a lot of our regional challenges, but also on community wellness and healthcare. And as I think I've talked in the past, I have over 2 decades in public health and nursing experience. And one of the things I did when I reached out is I went to our Morongo Basin Healthcare District and I attended one of their board meetings and I was speaking on what we were trying to do. And I've also worked a lot with local advocacy providers and also am participating in the point in time count for homelessness coming up. And I did have, so when I went to the healthcare district, they actually asked me to take a seat on the community healthcare board, which I've done. And I've had some frank conversations with other board members and the CEO of the healthcare system. And, they do a lot of strong work. And I'm really impressed with the caliber of our healthcare district. As a nurse and someone who has gone to High Desert Medical Center, which is, of course, leased from the healthcare district, a lot of our citizens up here feel like, hey, I see them complain online about, hey, I don't like the quality of care at High Desert and this and that. But I've received tremendous care there. And I think for a rural hospital, we do a lot of great things. But I think this survey, will be interesting to see the results, because I think we do need to look at the way we fund homeless resources up here differently. And I did notice when I went to the steering committee, now it's called the East Desert Steering Committee, that there was not a member currently involved from the healthcare district attending those meetings. And I did speak with the CEO of the healthcare district, and she now has a staff member attending that, which is great, because I guess, as I understand, as a board member, I can't technically represent the district because I need to be impartial. But in any case, I just wanted to advocate for more resources again up here when it comes to the result of this survey, and I hope we can look at things. I would also like to say some of these nonprofits, that are coming to our towns, like tonight, one of our agenda items is at 29 Palms is regarding, I think, Molding Hearts. they're another resource provider here. I just feel a lot of the burden is being placed on these small nonprofits, whereas I think we need a little more direction from the county, especially given the fact that back in 2022, we had to give back $4 million with the Leonard Hernandez stuff going on with that. I don't think that was helpful to our area. But in any case, I appreciate the continued effort on this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next request to speak that I have is